A while ago, I spoke to you all about the religious harmony I grew up with in my home state of Kerala in India. Recently, I saw a news report that reinforced that even more. A Muslim panchayat, as in village council member in Kerala, performed the last rites of a Hindu woman who had no family, per Hindu customs, who was cared for by Christian nuns till she passed. In a small village called Kadinamkulam, 44-year-old Rakhi, a Hindu woman from Chhatisgarh, a different state in India, spent her last years in a psychosocial rehabilitation center run by Christian nuns, affected by cancer and mental illness. The only wish she conveyed was to have her final rites after death be performed per Hindu customs. But she is in a place far from family, where even the local language was strange to her, and she couldn't even recollect the names or locations of their family. She finally passed in September 2025. The Christian nuns who ran the center reached out to the local village council, informing them about her wish and their dilemma. Enter T. Safir, local council member and practicing Muslim, who stepped forward and took up the role of Rakhi's son and did the rites himself. Safir lost his own mother 24 years ago, and he said when Rakhi passed, it hit him the same way. Safir's own words to the media: "When someone expresses such a wish, we have to do whatever we can. My religion has taught me to give the utmost respect to the body of a human being, be it of a close relative or an unknown person. Since I often take part in funerals and other functions of people from all the religions in my ward, I was somewhat familiar with the rites to be carried out. I don't know if I performed the rites exactly as they should. However, I did it with the full knowledge I had and with help from friends. I believe it would be accepted by any god. The person at the crematorium also guided me. My religion did not become a hindrance to me in this. Rather, the imam of the local jamaat congratulated me. He said this was the right thing to do." But he actually expressed surprise and concern that his act had become news. He said, "It's concerning. When I was young, such gestures were common. None thought these special. Now when we do something simply human, it gets attention as secularism has become a rare thing. Faith should be in the mind. However, your heart must always be open to people without separating them into boxes. Every person deserves dignity in death. This is not just about religious harmony. This is about being human. It's the least any of us should do." What do I even follow that up with? But 2 weeks before this, he did the last rites for another Hindu woman too. She had a brother and sister, but both of them had mental illnesses and weren't able to perform the rites. So looks like for Safir, this is just another Tuesday. Last rites are not just ceremonies. The community says you belonged, we remember, we release you respectfully. When no one says that, the person leaves twice, from life and from memory. Kerala historically had religious harmony, but it also has had historic communal tensions. We often think of communities as who we are, but stories like this show belonging is also what we do, shared humanity. This story also rewrites what community member means. A village councillor didn't just legislate, he humanized. He didn't just represent voters, he represented values. I didn't know about Safir until I read this report. If he is truly the man he seems to be, he deserves to be known. Because belonging might also mean willing to belong to each other. Be gentle with yourself.